Hello, everyone, and welcome to the latest Nitro F1 race that was at Canada. I feel better now, so I can actually commentate. Last week was pretty rough for me, but I was looking forward to this one. Canada's always fun, so turns out we were gonna have a dry race, so but this was my fastest qualifying lap, so I did a lap on medium, so that's why it looks like it's the second faster right now. But I honestly didn't really want to start on the softs, but like I felt like my medium lap was so bad I kind of had to. So come around and we will get provisional pole for now. But the big thing was the Red Bulls had many qualifying issues. Buck got disqualified for some reason and Mahu crashed. So they start P11 and 14, and then Snakebite somehow got pole. Accidents happen, but I got second, and my teammate of Gale got third, and then Alpines in fourth and fifth, and G-Man returns to the league in fifth place. But here we are for the start of the race, and I was hoping for a really good start here just to get past Snakebite. But lights out and away we go. And I get a okay start, and I'm actually able to get side by side with Snakebite into turn one, and I send it in pretty deep. And going through turn two here, apparently I hit him. I literally felt nothing, and I ended up getting floor damage from the very start of the race. But I'm not really sure how. I didn't feel anything, so it was really bizarre to me. I'm like, I don't know what happened, but I literally didn't feel a thing. So I guess netcode screwed me there. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, we have 4 damage from lap one, but we did get the lead, so maybe that means something. But coming out down the lap two and going through the hairpin, and something happens here, and we'll end up actually getting a VSC. I think it was for someone like breaking a wing and there being a ton of debris everywhere. So at the start of lap three here in sector one, the safety car VSC would end, and we'll get back to racing and still have the lead. But DRS is enabled, and I got Cameron right behind me. So um, and with floor damage, I can definitely feel it. It was not an optimal feeling car. I'll tell you that. It was more that like the car just felt lazy. Like it just didn't want to turn very well and stuff. So, but Cameron was getting got by me with DRS, and I think a lot of people are running lower downforce. I was running a little bit higher of a downforce, but just because I felt like it felt a lot better around the turns and stuff. So, but another VSC on lap five and six here, and it ends basically in the exact same spot. So, um, and with these VSCs, I was starting to think of extending really long now, just because we're not pushing the tires as hard. But because my intention was to put on lap eight, but I was starting to think about maybe changing it up. But yeah, so we were just still in second place, but right here, G-Man on mediums with DRS, no contest, and I just let him by. Um, so at this point, I was actually starting to think about one stopping the race, like soft hards or soft medium, but depending on how things went. So um, at this point, I basically Gail was talking to me like, "Are you sticking with the plan?" I basically said, "I don't think so," and he was gonna pit on lap nine, but he wanted to pit on lap eight if I wasn't gonna do it. So I told him to pit on lap eight and hope for the best because I was gonna extend, and then it just kept. You'll see what happens, but I was gonna one stop and try to do something on less pit road time, but you see, I gave an extra lane there to Gale so he can fly into the pits as fast as possible. Just because how pit road works here, it's the best thing to do. So right here, somehow combat spawned on the pit road exit. I'm not entirely sure what happened there, but um, still able to keep up with G-Man when he's on medium. So like I was like thinking, it's like, well, if I can keep up with him on mediums, I can just keep getting DRS off him and you know maintain the time I would lose on sauce. But right here is pretty weird. He kind of pulls off for some reason. I'm not entirely sure. And then Mahu's right there. I didn't even realize. And honestly, kind of a jump scare. and he's able to pass me too. He scared the living crap out of me, to be honest. Um, I did not expect that, but on lap 10, coming to 11 here, just looking at my tires, I'm decided, I'm going to just keep going and going, and Mahu comes in that time, and then we will retake the lead of the Canadian Grand Prix, and just at this point decided there's nothing to lose and just keep extending until I can't no more, basically, and but whenever I have a plan, it always never goes how I want it to go to plan. So, in a typical luck this season for me, combat DNF right in front of me, and that will end up bringing out a safety car. So, um, I didn't want to see that, but it's just typical at this point for me, where whenever I want to do a strategy that's different and might gain me something, it will hurt me in the end. So, um, me coming out of the pits on the safety car and Mahu barely got in front of me there, so that was a little sad. But lap 14 coming to 15 is when the race is about to restart, and yeah, it's getting pretty old of like VS season safety cars just screwing me out of any opportunity of strategy pulls or anything. It's like it feels like it's been like 8 times this season at this point, so um, it's pretty annoying to be honest. Just to never have a cards fall into your hands. So, um, yeah. So lap 16, I go wide here, and the hards just weren't gripping up really good yet. But right here, there's DRS, I think, or Puck just uses all of his ERS and just goes flying by. So, yeah, he ate all of his ERS. So he moves into the fourth. But I was planning to go to the end of the race here, so I was hoping this goes green to the end and like the guys on mediums have to pit or fall off a cliff at the end of the race. So lap 17, uh, the next lap, G-Man was in D. I think there was DRS this time, and no point in fighting his sauce because I know he has to pit again. So I know I'll probably beat him in the long run. So just let him go and try to just follow him. And yeah, P6 right now, I wasn't too worried about the car behind me of Chaffee had hards, and I knew I had to stay in front of him of all costs because he was basically going for the same strategy I was, so I knew I was racing him, and then he was making mistakes, so I was able to pull away. But lap 19 here, and then G-Man spins on the exit of 7, I think, and that was a little crazy, but that brings out another VSC, which honestly I did not want to see just because I needed those guys to run as hard as they could all race. But right here, Mahu actually got wing damage off the Wall of Champions. Ironic that he wins the championship and hits the Wall of Champions the next week after, but ends up behind me. He's like in 7th or 8th at this point. And the VSC ends in the same spot basically for a third time this race, but get back going in 4th place and hoping in the next couple laps or so the ties will start going in my favor, but we'll have to wait and see. But at this point, I was basically worried about Mahu only being 4 seconds behind. So I kind of knew he would get to me, and Libert would DNF. So in Sector 1, and safety car kind of stows up my strategy again. So um, everyone would come in, and we had a mixed bag here. Um, I took mediums. Third and second took softs, and Cameron in the lead in the Alpine took mediums as well. And I thought the run would be long enough where I would switch to the mediums like halfway through, just because the softs do kind of fall off really quick here. So um, I had an okay start. I was slaying really far back, hoping to get a run, but it just never developed really well there. But my goal was to try to keep Mahu behind at all costs because I knew it was gonna be really hard just because he's just so fast. And honestly, in a different zip code India, he sends one up the inside in the hairpin. I see it, and I try to do a crossover move, but he's got more straight line speeds because he's probably on a preset where he has more straight line speed, and he kind of just pulls away down the straights. But lap 29, and then G-Man retires off the final chicane and brings out another safety car, and I decided to stay out and So we come to a 4 lap shootout here at the end of the race, and Lazy is on old sauce, but at 6 I'm back all pitted, so I was like I knew like I was in trouble and had a decent start, nothing to write home about, just maintained position, and just going through and trying to maybe because the sauce probably all reset, and also I forgot to mention Bacon had wing damage, so he's actually out of the lead, and Puck is taking the lead of the Canadian Grand Prix, and I kind of knew Gale had to try to pass him oh because Mahu wasn't gonna pass Puck in this just because it's Puck's home GP and he hasn't ever won. So, but here 2 to go, Bacon gets DRS, sends it up on the inside, and just kind of just throws me off track. And for like the 7th time this season, it feels like, but he doesn't really ever give you room. So um, it's a little annoying that that's how it is every time. But I was hoping to get some DRS to get him back, but I just couldn't ever get back to him. So we're just gonna jump up to the last lap and do this hairpin. And Mahu is really backing up and making sure Puck could go on to win his first race. But Jaffe's got DRS here and trying to. I'm gonna try to defend hard as I can, but I don't really have any ERS left, and I make Jaffe go to the inside. He gets ahead enough, but he kind of just completely forces me off on the chicane, and Cameron somehow spun out on the last chicane, and I can say I was not very happy of just getting thrown off the last chicane because like it's the last lap, and like I he just acted like I wasn't even there and didn't even try to make an attempt to let me race for the position. But I guess that's just how Alpines race now, I guess. So it was a Red Bull 1-2 with Puck getting his first ever F1 win, and I came in fourth. Gale came home fifth. He actually ended up getting wing damage in that ending part of the race and fell back. And Joseph got sixth, and Cameron got seventh. Lazy got eighth. Ninth was Snakebite, and 10th was LCS. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Canada was pretty crazy, and I'll catch you next in 2 weeks for Coda. We have an off week next week because of the real life Martinsville IRL race. So no Nitro next week except for iRacing. So I'll catch you guys for F1 in 2 weeks, and hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next one.